Hey guys, sorry I wasn't doing this for the past couple weeks. I've been super busy, but today I'm going to be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen episodes 10, 11, and 12. I thought these were very good episodes, really followed the plot along. I'm really liking the pace of this anime. You know, there doesn't seem like that much padding or filler or anything, and I think that works out well because there's only like 24 episodes in season 1. That was a good decision. I feel like a lot of anime just go like all year round and stuff, like Black Clover does. Or, I don't know. That's why I don't watch that show. It's just like way too much and it starts to pad. But like Jujutsu Kaisen does a good job of, keeping the seasons not too long, kind of like Demon Slayer or Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. So I think they know how to do it with this one. So episode 10, we have like Junpei, and he's spending no time with Mahito, and we see him like running this movie club at the high school. I wish my high school had a movie club. That would have been awesome. But they're like being bullied by these guys who are like, I want to use the room for myself. So I guess he just gets bullied. And we actually see Yuji meet Junpei, and he starts being friends with him. And first he's like, "Hey, I'm a Jujutsu. Want to be friends?" And he kind of asks him about the movie theater incident, but Junpei, of course, lies about it because you're not gonna tell him like, "Oh yeah, I helped kill them." He wasn't gonna do that. So basically, through these couple episodes, Yuji kind of gains the trust of Junpei, and he starts being friends. And he's actually they actually have a really nice friendship. I wish Yuji was my friend. He seems like a really cool guy. We'd definitely hang out and watch a bunch of bad movies together. Sounds fun. Also, there's this kind of cool fight scene between Nanami and Mahito. I don't know if I pronounced those right. And we get to see, like, for the first time, Mahito's technique, which is called idol transfiguration, which kind of like changes the form of people. It's kind of crazy. And then let's see, this dumb teacher who like who's like, "Hey, I thought you were friends with those bullies. How come you didn't go to those funeral?" And it's just like, okay, none of your business. It's none of that guy's business. But I kind of like how Yuji just kind of showed up and beat the fuck out of him. It was just kind of funny. Um, yeah, I don't know. I thought episode 10 was pretty good. Kind of episode that kind of lays the groundwork for the episode 12, which I feel like was the main conflict of this. It was kind of like the main climax of this arc with Junpei. So episode 11 kind of continues the fight between Maito and Nanami, and I just gotta say, like, the animation in these fights are so well, they're so well choreographed, and like the blue set that goes around their hands, it's really well animated. It's real smooth and stuff. Like, when Nanami was fighting, it just, I don't know, it just comes off as really smooth and fast, but like easy on the eyes. That's kind of a strange way to explain it, but I like it a lot. And it kind of reminds me of Demon Slayer, kind of like the breathing techniques. This is actually a very similar sort of Demon Slayer, except without demons, it's courses. But still, they're different because the characters and the mood and the tone is different. So meanwhile, Yuji and Junpei get to be better friends, and they talk about movies and stuff, like these bad movies. And he actually goes to his mother's house, and Yuji's like, "Oh yeah, mom seems like a nice lady," but it's kind of obvious that she's an alcoholic and heavy smoker and drinker. So we could see that like Junpei's home life isn't the best per se, even though his mother cares about him a lot. But unfortunately for his mom, she gets cursed by this finger, the same finger, Sukuna, one of Sukuna's fingers that Yuji ate in the pilot. Well, Yuji ate two of those by now. Um, and Maito tells Junpei about this, and they have this like talk about like the difference between a heart and a soul, and how nobody really has a heart and souls and all this other philosophical stuff. Um, I don't know. I wasn't really getting that. I don't really look that deep into things, so I don't know. I thought it was interesting. And Junpei kind of takes his revenge, and he basically shows up at this high school and takes hostage of an entire room. And he's like, "Which one of you put the finger in my house?" And nobody really knows what he's talking about. So he uses Jujutsu to poison this guy's skin, and he beats everybody up, and he's just being a real menace, a real not good, not nice person. So Yuji comes in, but right before Junpei's about to kill this guy, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on? Why you want to kill these people?" And he's like, "Dude, stay out of this, cause I want to kill these bitches." And that's pretty much the end of episode 11. So episode 12 kind of begins with Yuji calling Nanami and saying, "Hey, I gotta go to the high school because Junpei is about to kill these people and stuff." And Nanami's like, "No, no, no, you gotta wait for people to come and help. You gotta wait for reinforcements." But Yuji decides that there's no time, so he goes in anyway, and he fights Junpei and Junpei's like course, I guess. There's this really cool fight scene. I think this is the best episode of the series so far. I know I said that about like episode 7 or whatever, but I think this is even better. And Yuji has to like he kind of finds out why Junpei is so upset because of the whole mom thing, and he's like, "It's okay, I could help you," and that just your course is just using you. He's like, "Don't let him take control of your mind," and just as Yuji thinks he's gonna get through the Junpei, um, the course like transfigures him into this big ugly beast. It reminds me of like Jerry from Rick and Morty, how Beth sees Jerry, if anybody's ever seen that. And so Yuji's like tries to make a deal with Sukuna and is like, "Okay, please help, bring back Junpei, and I'll do anything you want." And Sukuna's like, "Nah, bruh, I'm good." And both the demons kind of laugh at Junpei. I mean, they laugh at Yuji for being so like, I don't know, naive, I guess. So Yuji's like, "I'm gonna kill you, you son of a bitch." And then finally, like, where Mahito shows up, and I'm sorry, Nanami shows up, and he's like, "It's okay, I could defeat Mahito." And then he's like, we gotta exercise him, and we gotta like make sure none of this ever happens, and um, we gotta exercise the course here and now to save Itadori. Sorry, Junpei. Um, so I don't know. I thought this episode was great. Like the action was awesome. The characters were good. You could really see the motives of both Yuji and Junpei. You know, I keep forgetting Junpei's name. Sorry about that. I don't know. I just thought it was a very enjoyable episode. As with these other two. So how will I rate these episodes? I think I'm gonna give episode 10 a B, mainly because I was just setting up the next two episodes. Number 11, I'm giving a B plus because it kind of heightens the emotional calls and the motivations between the characters. And episode 12 is an A because it is awesome, like all the reasons I mentioned. So what did you guys think of these episodes? I know it's kind of choppy, but I didn't really have much time to write my review because I work so much. I hope everybody out there has a nice day and stay safe and peace.